Well, would you look at who woke up? Looks like we got the Red Chao, who I have named. I have named him Red. Nice.
Here, everything will be okay.
And Jebus both woke up, which is fine, or Boobies. I always get them. I don't know if it's because there's so many B's in their names or what, but I always get Jebus and Boobies mixed up. I also have been told that before, and I can see it now, it makes a lot more sense, but before I just naturally assumed that he was a darker colored normal Chao. But in fact, chat informed it, and once chat pointed out, it was so clear to me, he is a two-toned gray Chao. He's just a gray Chao, because you remember he's a product of Phelps, and Phelps was a gray Chao. He is a two-tone gray Chao, which means he has two different colors, but he's gray. Also, I have never seen anybody play on the rocking horse. How can I break him up now? He's so happy. Look at him. He's got a little smile on. And he's done. Okay, well, you had a good run. They're probably hungry, so I'm going to feed them, and then we're going to get underway with the raising. So pretty much, it's looking like it's just going to be maybe a race or two more with Jebus, and then fucking mess them up again. A race or two more with Boobies. Once he gets like all maxed out, 99 and everything, and then Jebus is going to start hitting the paint super hard, so we'll see how it goes. But first off, I gotta make you a power type. This will be fun. Jebus being a gray two-tone Chao as opposed to a normal two-tone Chao kind of throws a wrench in my plans. I think there's still a low chance, like if I was to breed Jebus with red, right? Even though Jebus is gray two-toned, not normal, just two-toned and gray, and red is just fucking red, I think there's still a slim chance because of Jebus' grandparents. He had one grandparent like that. I think there's still a slim chance the baby comes out entirely normal. And I think the chance is like less than 1 in 4 or something like that. But I think there's still a chance that whatever Jebus baby has, it comes out entirely like just a normal regular two-tone Chao. Which would be extremely interesting. But that makes it a lot harder because all this time I was thinking he just had a darker shade to him for whatever reason. I don't know why it never occurred to me that gray, because he looked like he could have been normal, but he should be like a regular blue color right now. And the color he is, before it just struck me as like a way darker shade of blue, but now, the further along he gets in his evolution process, he should be like a straight light blue right now. Like baby powder blue like all the other normal Chao are at that age. But he's just gray, so. Alright. Having red become a power type is also a good test dummy, because like if he comes out okay, or if he comes out looking really close, like I'll know what tweaks I need to make and what I need to do with his child to make his child look like a Knuckles Chao. Now, the Knuckles Chao will never look as similar as a Sonic or Shadow Chao would, unfortunately. Which is kind of a downer, but I believe the Sonic, Shadow, and maybe Knight's Chao were the only Chao that they actually put in the game intended to look like characters. All the other ones were special Japanese events. The Knuckles Chao, like if I had the game on PC, which I have no desire to get, but if I had the game on PC, you can hack in your Tails Chao. You can hack in the PC version actually, like, without feeling like you're breaking it. I think that's the tough part where like you're walking the line a little bit. Without feeling like you're breaking the entire game, the PC actually has a couple decent mods that I've seen that can expand just what exactly you can do with your Chao. And then you can also hack in things like Tails Chao, Amy Chao, Knuckle Chao. And I was actually taking it while those guys were napping, I was taking a look at the Knuckles Chao to see what exactly he looked like. And the real special event actual Knuckles Chao that they gave out didn't even have white hands, which I thought was weird. You would assume that it would have white hands. But yeah, you can see already by the way Red looks, he's gone from being more of a stamina-based or more of a completely neutral Chao to having a red get-up. Now, the difficult part is that since he's one color, I do want him to stay neutral because I want to know what his neutral form would look like. So I am going to have to come in here later and pet him with Shadow. So you can see the ball. He's turning into more of a hero power type, right? The ball on his head is almost entirely blue at this point. He's really leaning towards Hero Chao because I'm doing everything with him with Tails, obviously. So I am going to have to come back in here with Shadow later. And rub his head a little bit, but should be good. And then I wanted to get him to level 10, but we might not get him there. It's because I really don't want him to accidentally come out of Stamina Chow. That would suck. Or a neutral. Neutral, whatever you would call it. He's almost there. I knew that one was bad. That one was really bad. I even took a step forward. Ah, shit! I like panicked. I even flinched there. Sometimes, very occasionally, I wish I did run a face cam for stuff like this. But like, I straight up flinched there because I didn't want to get too close to the blue Chow to make him turn around. And then I ended up backing up too close to the red one and lost it. But I like straight jumped when that happened. I'm weird. I don't know. All right, there we go. So red's good to go. Let's get him out of here. You're free to crawl off and do whatever you want. I gotta go. We're gonna pump a little bit more into Jebus here. Yeah, I was working on flying and power. I just had way better luck with flying than power, apparently. I'm gonna feed him a little bit. His stamina is still awful, so to get it, here's the thing, because like I've been telling you guys, he's going to reincarnate, right? You guys know this. He's going to reincarnate. And when he does, he's gonna keep 10% of whatever his stats were, which is gonna be great because it's easy to get him to 99 in swimming, flying, running, and power, but stamina is a little bit different, as you can see, because he's only level 43, so I don't know if I'm just going to have to sit him down and just force feed him a bunch, or what's going on with that. But I'm going to do what I can to try to get him to level 99 in stamina also. Look at how big his freaking feet are. He's getting so big. Alright, so now we just go back at it. He's actually about to be maxed in flying. That's a little disgusting. That's a little disgusting. And I think next time around, I've been thinking after the reincarnation, I would assume I just got to keep going with boobies, you know? I mean, I'm just going to keep doing booby stuff with him and make him, I don't know if I might not make him go through all the races again, but it's like, do I bother getting him back up to level 99 again? I mean, I think I should. He's going to reincarnate a second time. So it's like, may as well, and I guess I need to make him a running type again? Because even though stamina is his worst, I could try to get, next time around, because his stats are all Bs, except I think his stamina is a D, which is awful. So I don't know if I should reincarnate him 2 more times, make him a Stamina Chow both times on the next 2, and that way every single stat he has is a B. That would be something. Yeah, here, Jebus, you got to evolve into neutral. To make every single stat he had a B, and then make him a Chaos Chow to solidify him. Just know that we're keeping him forever because he is super important. Jebus, get the hell out of here. I don't want to run him over to the wall, but I will. But yeah, just let boobies be the actual all Bs, and then make him a Chaos Chow after that, so he's just stuck as an all B Chow forever, which he'd be living up to the name, that's for damn sure. Or if I want to, the alternative to that is just to, next time he reincarnates, or after he reincarnates, make him a running Chow, because running's just the best stat, and he will just be better off with another point in running, having an A in running, and then a B in everything else, and then a D in stamina. And then, after he reincarnates a second time, once they reincarnate a second time, that's when you can make them a Chaos Chow. Thinking about it now, actually, I might just try to keep Shadow, and maybe Soul. I might just try to keep Shadow in a garden by himself, that way, like, someone, like, to go back and look at every now and again, but for the most part, I don't want him to age anymore, because if he got reborn, I would just make him Shadow again. Fuck, I hate when I pet him by accident. My dog woke up, I bet he's got to go outside.
Everything will be okay.
Wow, I'm retarded. There we go. 95, I want to get him to 99, though. We're so close. That 99 in flying. And then we're going to give him a whole bunch of power drives till he gets 99 in that. And he's going to look really dumb because the running power type always looks stupid to me. Oh, I haven't fed the blue guy in a while. He had to go find his own food. I don't know if you guys saw that in the background or not, but the blue Chow had to go find food on his own means, which means I'm doing a shitty job of feeding him. I don't think it's bad necessarily if they have to find their own food, but sometimes they're like dumb and they won't go get their own food even though they're hungry, and then they like look all upset and shit because they're starving. And it's like, food, there's plenty of food around here, just walk up to a nut. Like, I don't have to hand everything to you. Then again, he's super young still. I don't know. It's hard to be mad at him. It's hard to be mad at him. Part of me is actually kind of glad. Like, I like the neutral garden as well. I like the dark garden even. But part of me is actually pretty glad that I conduct all my work. And I do this every single playthrough. It just happens like this. I don't know why. but every single playthrough, I always make the neutral garden is where I store a bunch of Chao that like I like and want to hang on to, but I don't need in my main garden right now. The dark garden becomes the garden where I throw all the shitter Chao that I will get rid of if I need to, but their stats just all suck and they don't really serve a purpose. And then the hero Chao is just my main garden. If I'm working on any Chao, hero, dark, whatever, they're just in the hero garden. I don't know why that is. It would probably make a whole lot more sense to have the neutral garden be my main garden and to do all my work there, and then have the Chao that I'm iffy about in hero garden and Chao I want to throw away in the dark garden and the hell garden. Can he get any bigger? Okay, can he go to 100? It must be 100. I wonder, does he go no further after 100? Is he done? Will I never need to give him a flying drive again as long as I live? Is this my last flying drive? Okay, I can't fuck that up. Alright. Alright, that's the last one. No, he's done. He's maxed. He can't even go to 100. Alright. The cap is indeed 99. I'll be damned. We did it. There's our first level 99 max Chao. That's how it's done. Now, one thing that I can do that the comment section has informed me, because I didn't know this myself, but this was quite a few parts back. I'm about to give him a bunch of power. Like, you see how he looks? He's running flying right now. That's his type right now, is he's running flying. He's slowly becoming running power as I hand him more of these things in a row. But he just is running flying. Okay, you see how, like, his spikes point up? If I give him a bunch of power types, he's going to change to a power type, a running power type Chao. Well, maybe I don't like maybe I really like the way the running flying type looks, but he's already max level. So I can never get him back to a running flying type again. At least that's what I was thinking. But that's not true. If I do make him a running or a running swimming or a running power or whatever, but I want to go back to making him look like a running flying type, I can give him more flying chaos drives, Chao drives. It won't up his stats at all, obviously, but it will still change how he looks, which is kind of reassuring. I'm glad that they did it that way. Just take the fucking glitch. Let's go. Feel like my last couple were on fucking point, and then he just like looked at him. I'm so glad this glitch is in the game, and I'm so glad that I didn't bother to patch it, because it made Chao Garden so much more doable. I might not be bringing you guys a Chao Garden playthrough. I would bring you guys a Chao Garden playthrough. It would not be this expansive. I wouldn't worry about getting Chao to level 99. I wouldn't be nearly as far along as I am right now. I would probably, my goal would be like a Chaos Chao, and that would be it. Maybe a Chaos Chao and an All-S Chao, and then that would be it. I wouldn't be using drives. I would be using animals for everything, because they level up so much quicker. A lot of people want in Thundershot, why aren't you using animals right now to get booby? If you're grinding into level 99, why aren't you using animals right now? It is heavily speculated that, I've talked about the hidden stats before. He's level 95 in power. We are out of power drives. It has been heavy speculated. I'm going to save, and then I'm going to go look at the shop. It's been heavy speculated that, like I've talked about before, if you've seen the past parts, if you've seen all the past parts, I've talked about the hidden stats, which are brains and luck. Smarts and luck. There's even a race category said that it's solely based on brains and luck. Not solely, but brains and luck are heavily like relied on for the category, for the running race, and it's in the jewel races. Like, you guys have seen it before. But those are hidden stats that they don't show that every Chao actually has. And I'm a firm believer that this is a real deal. In fact, people have hacked it and practically confirmed it 100%. But let's go check out the store. But no, anyways, it's been heavily speculated that animals, while way easier to do the glitch with and way better overall for leveling up certain Chao stats and things like that, animals kick ass at that, but what they're not good at is they actually don't level up the brains and luck attributes that well. And Chao drives do. I think Chao drives give like double the stats to the hidden brains and luck attributes that your Chao is able to level up in. So that is that's the main reason for using Chao drives. And from my past Chao experience, at least you can even see in this playthrough part, Chao that I use a lot of animals on to level them up really quick. I think Boobies was bad with it early on. I used a lot of animals to level up Boobies early on. They would fail the Jack-in-the-Box a lot, which is... Did you see what his foot was doing? His foot... Go back and rewind that part. Tails' foot, like, flipped around a couple times. That was fucking weird. Anyway, early on when I was only using animals to level up Boobies, he would fail the Jack-in-the-Box almost every time. He would pick the wrong fruit, be doing, like, dipshit level stuff. But once I started giving him Chao drives, he stopped failing the Jack-in-the-Box, which I believe is luck. He didn't fall in holes as often. Falling in holes is a major one. And then he was smart enough to solve the puzzles. And he solved them quicker, too, because they solve the puzzle either fast or slow, depending. So, yeah. That's why I've been using, because I want his... whatever 10% of his brains and luck carry over, I want them to carry over, and I want them to be good when they do. But let's have a gander at the black market. What do we got here? Blue egg and orange egg. That's a little bit of a letdown, but maybe there's something expensive I can buy here. That's the wool hat I bought before. Okay, so that's the wool hat I have now. I bought it for $8,000. I could sell it for $2,000. So it resells for 1/4. So if I wanted to, I could buy the blue wool hat for $10,000 and then resell it for $25,000, but that's not really worth it. When the wool hat's so close anyway. What I'm waiting for is like a black wool hat. The black wool hat is worth $20,000. And if the black wool hat's worth $20,000, then every time I resell it, I'll be able to resell it for $5,000 a pop, which is over double what the one. And that'll help me do the glitch a lot easier. I mean, I buy it once, I resell it 4 times, then I resell it. I mean, like 8, 12 more times, and then I have 100,000 rings. You know what I mean? Reselling something 12 more times is a pain in the dick. But for the ring, it's hella worth. So I'm actually gonna get the mushroom and give. Wow, I only got to buy one. I'm gonna get the mushroom. I'm gonna give that to Jebus.